Just finished up the G League Elite Camp. How you feeling out here?
Definitely feeling a lot better. Being able to play with these guys and be able to be in this camp is just an honor and a blessing. I'm happy to be here.
What was your reaction when you got the invite? I know some players decided to turn this down. Why did you decide to come out here and compete?
I decided because I'm a competitor and I want to compete at the highest level and go against the guys. We got a great group of guys here, and it was just a way to expose ourselves to NBA personnel and just being able to show that I can play with the best of them. Coming out to CAA, which is not a known conference like that, and I just wanted to show that we can hoop.
People saw all year what you're able to do, your scoring ability in particular, as well as your athleticism, your defense. What was your mindset going into this week? Was there anything that you thought you could show NBA people that they didn't know about you already?
That I could be a leader on the court. I could be very vocal, and I could just do whatever a team needs me to do. Whatever play coach drew up and whatever he needed me to do, that's what I did. I'm just a team player, and I just want to win.
It was interesting watching you at the 3-on-3 championship. You guys won the championship, and you made some nice cash off it too. How does that setting suit your game compared to here? And obviously it's night and day. It's completely different. But I thought we saw some things from you in that setting that were interesting as well. Translating to the next level.
The spacing from the NBA and this also on the 3-on-3 was very different because in college you're used to seeing different coverages. You're used to getting double teamed, and in that setting was 3-on-3, and now it's 5-on-5. But the spacing was the most important part of both of them because now I can show what I can do in space and be able to find my teammates where they need to be and just be able to play my game.
Both the 3-on-3 and here, the tempo is different in college basketball. I mean, everything, the pro game just moves so much faster. You got to get into your offense. It's not a 30-second shot clock. How does that suit you? Is there a transition going from college to the NBA 24-second clock?
It's definitely a major transition. There's a lot of transitions on the court. You got to get used to the NBA line compared to the college line. The spacing as well. But I think this week I was able to show that I could be able to play in space and I could be vocal and I could make plays.
What do you think you can bring an NBA team, early on in your career?
I could just be vocal, and like I said, I could just help a team whatever we need to do, whether it's points, being a vocal on the bench, on the court. I just wanted to prove that I could just be a leader. I could score the ball, and I think that was my best attribute. But I think here I was able to show that I could play defense, and my length is I could disturb guards with my length. So I was just out here just trying to prove myself.
Watching your evolution from freshman year, you barely got on the court at Hofstra, to being one of the best scorers in college basketball this year, and then watching you out here today, changing speeds, getting to the rim, making shots off the bounce. Is that always who you've been as a player, or is that are those things that you've had to improve on as your career has moved on?
It's definitely something I had to improve on. Thanks to Speedy Claxton, who's my assistant coach at Hofstra. He helped me major with my growth, both as a player and as a person, both on and off the court. But that just comes with work. We work every day on just dribble pull-ups and catch and shoots and stuff. So that was just a part of my maturation.
Any players that you like to watch in the NBA, beyond the stars, guys that you look at the role that they play for their team and you say, maybe I can carve out that kind of niche early on in my career?
I try to mold my game after Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, and Lou Will. CJ and Dame went to mid-major schools, and I believe I could mold my game to eventually be like them. Guys like TJ McConnell, he plays his role. He's aggressive on defense, and he just does what a team needs him to do, whether it's make a pull-up, make a play for somebody else, and I feel like that's where I kind of going to fit in on the team.
Studying your numbers, looking at like synergy, for example, it shows that you're a better off the dribble shooter than you are with your feet set. That's pretty rare. Most guys, they get a wide open look. That's money for them. You like the tough ones. Is that accurate? Obviously the sample sizes are, leave something to be desired at times. Or, walk me through the differences between shooting with your feet set and pulling up off the bounce.
I guess that's just me, what I've been working on when I was at school, especially working with Speedy. Definitely dribble pull-up that has been my bread and butter all year since my sophomore year, and that's just stuff that I work on. Catch and shoot is something that I'm working on now, being able to spot up in the corner and be able to catch and fire, but taking a pull-up is just something I've been working on, so I kind of just been working on that day in and day out to get better at.
You probably also didn't get a whole lot of open shots this past season in Hofstra. Guys were hedging, they were trapping, they were trying to get the ball out of your hands at all costs. Will things get a little bit easier for you when you don't have to be the man, every night for your team, when you can, maybe play off of others a little bit more?
Definitely. Just being around different guys, and my teammates at Hofstra prepared for me this. They've done a great job pushing me every day in practice, but I believe with the more space that I get on the floor, the more opportunities that I can get for myself and for my teammates.
What about defensively? I mean, that's probably the reason why early on you didn't get on the floor as much at Hofstra. How have you improved over your career, and where are you at right now, and where do you need to get to to stick in the NBA?
I have to be able to actually stay in front of somebody and actually be a terror to people and actually get into people and cause disruption. That's my next phase in it. But now I'm starting to realize that my arms are so long and my hands are so big that I can now get into passing lanes, and now I can carve up space with my arms. So that's my next transition.
How would you, rate this week overall? What was this experience like for you?
This experience was a 10 out of 10 for me, and I believe for everybody else. Just to be here is just an honor and a blessing. To be able to play in front of NBA personnel. Not too many people get to be able to do this, so you just have to soak up everything and take in all the knowledge from everybody here and just be a sponge. And that's one thing that I had to learn from my freshman year to now, is be able to be coachable and be able to be taught. And whatever somebody says, it's not to be mean or to make you mad. It's to get you better, and people have your best interest, so listen.
Great stuff, man. Thanks so much.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you.